another Cleverdix podcast. In this podcast, we're speaking to Stacey. Stacey's an Auckland swimmer who does most of her swimming with the fur seals. Stacey's story is that she really got back into swimming after getting through a bout of bowel cancer and realizing that she really needed to keep herself healthy. We hear all about that and also some of her other adventures. She's got into colder and colder swimming and, in fact, is an ice mile swimmer as well. I think you're going to find this a great story of survival and endurance and just being a great person. Cheers. Welcome to another Cleverdix podcast. In this podcast, we're talking to Stacey. Welcome, Stacey.
Thank you for having me.
Cool. Stacey, we'll start off giving you an opportunity to tell us your swim story. What's your swim story?
I've always enjoyed swimming. It's been more of a social swimmer with friends when the kids were young at the swimming pool, and then life got a lot busier, so I didn't do much swimming or exercise at all, actually. And then in November 2018, I noticed there was blood in the toilet bowl when I'd been to the toilet. And then once I showed my husband, we went to A&E. And then about a month later, I had a colonoscopy, which isn't fun at all. But obviously, having one definitely saved my life. And then during the colonoscopy, they discovered I had a tumour in there. They put me in for a CT scan the next day. And then in that CT scan, they confirmed, after results of CT scan, they had confirmed that I had bowel cancer.
Wow.
So it's quite, I think it was about 6 centimetres big, the tumour. So that was what's causing the blood every time I went to the toilet. I was really lucky living in Auckland, and the hospital system there is amazing. That I had surgery after my CT scan, I think I waited like 2 weeks to have surgery. And then they took part of my bowel out. I was in hospital for about 3 or 4 nights, I think. Not very long at all. The nurses and everyone was absolutely amazing. Looked after me extremely well. And then at Christmas time, we went camping. And then while I was camping, I got the phone call to say that I needed chemo. And I chose to do chemo via tablets because at the time, our children were only 7 and 9. I didn't want them to find out. Because they're only little, and my husband and I are both English. We've got no family here at all, so I didn't want them to find out. So I told the children that I had a disease and I needed treatment, but that's all they knew. I had chemo for 6 months. The tablet form, you do 2 weeks on, and then you do a week off. So that's like every cycle every 3 weeks for 6 months.
That's pretty brutal.
The chemo isn't fun. You feel I think for like 1 week you feel really good, and then once you're back into chemo starts to set in your system. You start to feel more and more tired, and then you're like a week, it's just awful. So I take the kids to school and I just sleep all day and then wake up and pick them up from school. So yeah, it was quite full on. You'd take the tablets at 6 in the morning and then again at 6 at night, like half an hour before food and things like that. So yeah, it wasn't fun. Obviously I wanted to make sure the cancer was completely gone, and then you have like another colonoscopy and CT scan and it was all clear. So yes, every year I was having checkups, and then I had my 5-year checkup, and thankfully there's no cancer that's come back, which is really good.
That's wonderful. So how did that lead into swimming?
They always say to exercise is really good for your body, and I figured that if I just kept doing exercise, keep my body. The chemo was bad, but it wasn't as bad. And they said it's because I had a healthy lifestyle. So I figured if I just keep healthy, there's got less chance that cancer coming back. It's a 5% chance, which is really, really tiny of it coming back. But if I keep myself healthy, drink lots of water, eat healthy, have a healthy lifestyle. Look after my mental health, and then surely hopefully it doesn't come back. So from there I started to do more swimming, entered a few ocean races, and then I really enjoyed the ocean swimming side, and then I looked into groups around Auckland, and I found the fur seals.
So you just use that as part of the sort of recovery after you sorted out the cancer, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to get fit again, and then it's such a low impact sport, and I knew I loved it. And then I was again swimming in the pool, entered a couple of ocean swim races again, and then I used to swim with a very, very good friend who's also English, and she got cancer and unfortunately passed away. So then I had no one to swim with. And then I went on to as you do, onto Facebook, and then I saw the fur seals and messaged them. And then I met Roger, fell in love. And then I found out all these swim events. So I did a lot more once I met the fur seals.
Oh, that's cool.
Roger's got a lot of little stories of all these women falling
Falling in love with him.
Yeah, so are you girlfriend number 2 or 3? Because obviously Jennifer's number 1.
Yeah, obviously. But no, there's lots of us. We all love Roger.
If I was a woman, the only thing that would put me off Roger is the size of his eyebrows. Other than that, he's boring. Roger, sort those eyebrows out, dude. Okay, so prior to, again, we'll ask stupid questions, right? If they're not appropriate, just shout. But I'm assuming you were in cruise mode with life. The cancer made you look at things a little bit differently.
Yeah, totally.
And swimming was like, hey, let me get out there and look after my health a little bit better, and I guess just try some new stuff, right? So I'm hoping that's what the story was.
Yeah, I think when you get sick, like chemo, I was on chemo for 6 months. That's not fun. That's the body's just so tired, just feel awful every day.
Yes.
And I think you kind of, it's not like you get a second chance. So actually, my body's pretty cool. All my body's functioning so well now. I've got to definitely look after it. But yeah, it's hard to get back into swimming. I think once you join a swimming group, a community, it does encourage you to go more, because like we always say, it's you only swim for an hour, but you go for coffee for like 2 hours. And it's all that chat of the boy and the joking, and like we were laughing so much at coffee after swimming today. And it's just so much fun.
Yeah. We had. I always say that most ocean swimmers are actually coffee drinkers with a swimming problem.
Yes, it really goes and go for coffee afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. So through this journey, you've done a couple of crazy things that I'm aware of, and there's probably a couple of other ones. But I know at one stage, when I first met you, you guys were doing, it was either mornings or evenings, I can't remember, but it was swimming in the dark a couple of times a week.
Yeah. So,
why?
Because Roger told me to. Roger says. So Roger said about, because I've done ice swimming. So to get my head in the game for ice swimming, Roger encouraged us, not told us, Roger encouraged us to go in the dark. So there's a few of us meet up at 6 a.m. a couple of times a week to go in the dark, because you're so scared and you're breathing. Obviously the water's colder and you're breathing, so you've got to sort of calm yourself down. And that got me used to. So I've done that for a few winters now, and now I actually really miss it in the summer.
Okay.
I miss going in the dark. Yep. So yeah, we go down at 6 a.m, swim in the dark. Yeah, with our tow floats, a little light in our tow float, so the fish can chase us.
Yes.
So have you had fish?
Yes, Janine, it's so funny. Yes, they do. They're not very fun. You feel them touching you and they go for you, and yes, that's quite frightening. But I've got more comfortable with it. And you can smell them. You can smell the fish.
I can't.
Oh, I can smell them. As soon as the sun comes up, the water smell changes.
Really?
Yes.
So I swim with a nose clipped. Have
Yes,
you
that's
noticed the smell?
No, not just necessarily fish, but I do notice smells. Quite significant changes, yeah.
So what's the biggest touch that you've had?
Those little sprouts that catch you in the morning.
Yeah.
Or other swimmers. Because I swim with Ash. Have you met Ash?
No.
Oh, yeah, because he tries to, swim into me sometimes.
So Ash swims over you.
Yeah.
He must be like a Jeff.
Yes.
We've got a swimmer like that.
Yes. He doesn't sight. He swims by touch.
Yeah. But no, then you just obviously come, and it's lovely with the sun rising. And again, we have a good old yarn at the boys. Ginny and I, we're more social swimmers. So we just have a good old chat, and then we get her in to get changed, ready to go to work. But I swim at night time sometimes as well in the evenings with the kippers. They swim on Tuesday, Thursdays at 5:15, and we go out and watch the sunset. So that's quite good if I can get a morning sunrise and then I come back down the beach for an evening sunset.
I'm going to put my hand up to come and join you guys, because that's something that is also so amazing, and it's so difficult to explain to people that haven't experienced it. But I'm going to try and join you guys once a week.
It's really good. Yeah. It's
Mark's,
lovely.
He's amazing.
We just go out to the Red Stick. So he's very good, very inclusive, lovely man. We go out to the Red Stick. We always all swim back again. have a good old yarn at the rest stick. And then, the sun's down, it's dark, we better swim back.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd fit in with that. When I get into the water, especially if it's a bit cool, then having a yarn while I'm swimming is not my favourite thing. I just want to keep moving. So I often feel that I'm the antisocial kind of grump in the group. But once I'm out and I've got a cup of coffee in my hand, then I'm
you're
good.
fine.
Yeah.
Jim and I used to go once a week pre-sunrise. That was about 2 years ago. We haven't done it for a while. We need to get that going again. But Jim sort of starts off like a bat out of hell when he's in the water, right? So
that's putting it kind of roughly.
Okay, like an injured bat. and I'll normally just sort of tuck in on the side of him and sight off him. And man, I almost died with laughter and choking water the one day, because as I came up to breathe, this fish came flying out the water and hit Jim square in the face with his toe float, because those fish are definitely attracted to the light of the toe float. But he just shook it off and carried on swimming. So I was like, okay, that's going to be okay.
That's what it is. Yeah.
We've had orcas swim next to us before.
Yes.
That was pretty scary. That was
how close?
Probably to like where that window is.
So like 2 meters, 3 meters? Oh my God.
That was good. There's a few of us, like the Fairseals, and we were swimming Cracker Bay. Around there, and then I heard Juliet screaming something.
Okay.
I was like, hopefully she's like, because she was quite near me. I was like, hopefully she's all right. I looked around, there's this fin out the water. And my husband always says, one day you're going to get eaten by a shark during the sea that much. So I was like, oh no, my husband's right. I was like, oh, no.
You don't want your husband.
I was like, oh no. And he said this would happen. And then luckily the fin got bigger. So I was like, oh, it's just an orca. And I was like, oh my word, it's actually an orca. And you just see it come out. And I couldn't see Juliet because the orca was between us.
Wow.
And it was like so scary.
You were hoping that it was going to eat you.
Well, I was thinking they're all in wetsuits and I'm in brightly coloured tops. Obviously, I'm plastic. Like, don't eat me. But no, it was two of them.
That one looks unusual. Let me go for that one.
There was two of them. The one came through another one. They just came around and went off. Yeah. And we were all just like, kind of screaming at each other. And then we all went for coffee afterwards and all checked all our watches and all our Garmin's just massively spiked. Obviously, our heart rate is pretty real. But yeah, and then we swam back and we kept checking. Is everyone okay? Because none of us could. We just all floated for a bit and watched the orca go off, which was pretty cool.
Sort of get your rhythm
bearings
back.
Again. Yeah. Everyone breathe. Yeah. So it was awesome. Yeah.
So last weekend, because I've buggered up my shoulder, so I was standing on the beach while the salty dogs were out swimming. And when they all got back, I was like, hey guys, did you all have a good swim? Did you see anything out there? What was happening?
Was there a pot of 5?
No, it must have been 12.
What, dolphins?
No.
Orca. I heard it's a big pot out there.
Big pot.
But look, in our defence, they must have been at least 200 metres away. They weren't like 2 metres away.
Okay.
So, but we've got reasons.
On land.
Still, that's a big mammal.
Yeah.
That's got sharp teeth.
And they saw nothing in the water, right? But on the land, it was like watching a bus drive past,
Yeah.
But, in the water, you completely unaware of what's around you, right?
Well, I got home, I said to my kids, because it was before I called them before they went to school. I said, you put your head under and have a look. I was like, you're so in shock. You don't even think about that. You just floated and just watched and But no, it was incredible. If I'd have seen their eyes and teeth, I might have been.
Look, I reckon I would need to have changed my togs after that. I'm pretty sure. Now, you can talk all big and manly, but I would have.
I'm with you on that one. I haven't seen or swum with dolphins often, but I do remember one time I was just off Mairangi Bay and I was swimming along and I picked my head up to sight and I saw this fin ahead of me and I put my head down and I thought, oh my, what is that? And I stuck my head up again and I thought, no, that's dolphin fins. You can calm down.
Oh, thank goodness. You see lots of eagle rays. You see them frequently, or stingrays and stuff, which is fine. Just swim away from them. So that doesn't bother me in some fish.
Okay.
Hello, swimmers. I'm Shannon Keegan, U.S.-based founder of Intrepid Water and host of the podcast Stories from the Water. My friends at Swimscape in Auckland, New Zealand are the proud ambassadors of Auckland's most iconic ocean marathon swim, the 20 kilometers around Rangitoto Volcano in the Hauraki Gulf. This is a very achievable marathon swim that, like all long-distance swims, will live in your memories forever. I don't know about you, but I've got this swim on my bucket list for when I get to visit the beautiful land of the Kiwi. Jump on swimscape.co.nz or email info@swimscape.co.nz to book your slot. See you in the water.
So somebody gave you some bad advice and told you to get involved in some ice swimming at
Yes.
some point in time?
I think that might be Roger. No, it wasn't. We had a coffee once and a guy came, I can't remember his name. He was talking about the ice swimming. I thought that sounds pretty cool. And then I thought, because I'm not a fast swimmer, I thought potentially, so I wouldn't, the cook strength, that doesn't appeal to me because that's incredible. And I thought I could do ice swimming because I do like swimming without togs on. So it was in like the summer.
Hold on. Just say that again, yeah?
Yeah.
You like swimming?
With togs on. No.
Just checking.
Well, I do swim with Janine, and we have a great time down at Ladies' Bay sometimes. My little swims in the mornings. See, there's another group of swimmers. There's always different groups of swimmers, isn't there?
Yeah.
But yes, I thought I do enjoy swimming, with togs on and just enjoying the water. So I ditched the wetsuit in the summer, and then I entered St. Bathans the first time that winter. And then, gave it a go for the 250, 500 and 1K.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It's different swimming without a wetsuit. So it took a while to adjust. Yep. Slowed, even going even slower. Yep. But it's awesome. I couldn't bear putting a wetsuit on now.
Yeah. Okay.
The thought of it,
No, I think one day I might get back into it, but I'm really enjoying, I never disliked wearing a wetsuit. I disliked the faff around
Exactly. I'll get changed so much quicker. Everyone with a wetsuit, faffs around, their socks off and their, everything. I get chest. I don't know
if I get changed any faster.
So I don't wear a cap either, because again, Roger encouraged me. He said, ditch the cap to try and get as cold as possible for St. Bathans. Now when because I don't wear caps in the winter, I get headaches and I put them back on again now. So I haven't worn a cap for ages.
So I don't wear a cap through summer because same story, it just gives me a headache. But
what about your sun lotion? Do you put?
I do in summer. I put lots of sun lotion on, but you still get nailed like on the back of my neck. But in winter, to avoid the tightness of a silicone cap, I wear a neoprene cap, which is a little looser, a little bit more comfortable. Jim reckons it's cheating.
I think that's cheating.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
I was feeling this morning, I had cheaty pants on. Some people call them core shorts. They're just cheaty pants.
No, it's fine.
The toys are nice. It makes the session more enjoyable, right?
Yeah.
Whatever gets you in the water, right?
Well, I do get the brain freeze for the first 100 meters, though. Yeah, but like now, because it's 14 degrees, it's fine.
So that first trip to St. Bathans, I mean, what did you take home from that? Like, how, what was your feelings about ice swimming? Were you like, that's it, I've done it, I've ticked the block, I'm not going to go again?
The opposite, actually, yeah. No, it's so much fun. The people are amazing. The ice swimming community is amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
And then seeing people do the mile was just inspirational. If you actually, I really want to do that next time. So I knew I wanted to do it again, definitely. Yes, it made me want to, so I did more training. Yeah, kept going through the following winter and then ready for St. Bathans this year.
The fuck?
I know you don't like it too sweet, so I didn't stir it.
Is that sugar left at the bottom?
I knew it.
So what does your husband have to say about all this crazy stuff that you do?
My husband and kids think I'm just crazy.
Yeah.
They don't come with me because I don't want them to see me after drop.
Okay. So
I think that would freak them out.
I think it would.
Yeah.
But I think they would look at you in a different light as well.
They think I'm crazy.
No, I don't think like a crazy light. I think they would look at you with like mum's a superhero.
So no. I just think he would freak out. Yeah. I think the kids would find it.
It is a bit
because it is quite scary.
Yeah.
Especially when you see your friends. Because it's easier, because we all know the air doesn't last for long. We all know it's going to be fine. I know the medics. Yeah. Like, I trust everyone there. And I know everyone's got my back. And you can push yourself to such an extreme.
That's cool, like.
But you're better on the boat than Duncan. Duncan's like, pull. And I'm like, far out. I'm really trying. You don't say things like that, Jim.
No.
You're like, go, Stacey, you did really well. He's like, come on. I'm like, if I could have talked, I would have done. I'm like, Duncan, it's not helpful.
It's good for you.
No, it's fine because it kept me going. But like you obviously, yeah. No, I'm joking. You're great, Duncan.
Oh, I must admit, it's almost as much fun being on the boat and supporting swimmers as I don't know whether swimming is fun. I think that after the swim I really enjoy, but yeah, it's super cool just watching people achieve something that they really wanted to do. Yeah,
Yes,
I get a lot out of that.
it's definitely on the bucket list to do it. But yeah, no, it's awesome. I enjoyed swimming while I'm doing the swim. I enjoy it because you're so numb, isn't it? You just try and think in your head. Because I think about 6 times I was like, this is not. I'm going to get out. I'm like, no, like just suck it up. It's fine. Just keep going.
Was this
come this far?
When you were doing your mile?
Yes. I was like, this is hard. Because 42 minutes in there.
Yeah.
Because I'm not fast. So I'm like, I need to go faster for next time.
Yeah, that's an option. So if you had to say, if for example, if the 1 kilometer was a 6 out of 10 with regards to hardness, what would you rate the mile as in comparison to the kilometer?
I think they're both equally the same. So like the 250, I think, is like the worst out of all of them.
I agree with you.
That's the worst swim because you don't even get used to it.
Yep.
You're in but you've got to do it to.
Yep.
I know it's a process, but that was horrible.
Don't find a rhythm.
You can't. And then I think every time you go longer, you just get used to it. It hurts anyway.
Yeah.
The first 3 minutes, the pain's unreal. And then you just go numb. And then you
Then it's okay. Yeah.
you're like, okay, it's not getting worse. I've got this. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think that the cold gets into your brain and you go stupid and then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I just try and think of different things. I think in my head of like walking to school as a kid or just like little things, walking around. I heard a Phil Rush podcast ages ago and he said he tells the marathon swimmers about what to think through. So I've just, in my head, I walked from my house as a kid to my grandparents or to school and trying to think all those old roads. It just keeps me focused on looking at houses. What can I remember? It just keeps me going. It's probably why my stroke's so slow. I'm like walking around. And then, so I get in my own little world. But no, but you say it's that hit afterwards, isn't it? I'm definitely addicted to winter. So I swim more in the winter than the summer just because of that coldness. In the summer, it's just,
Yeah, you the next couple of hours after the swim, you're definitely on a high.
Yeah, I get to work all dressed up in like so many layers.
Yes.
Have to get changed again.
What did they think of you at work?
They're pretty good. They let me talk about it. And yeah. So no, they're pretty good. I get to work to get warm, get a cup of tea.
I can remember going back, must be 12, 13 years ago. We were training also newbies, and we were training for one of Ram's ice swims down in the Cape, Cape Town in South Africa. And we had found a local quarry up in Johannesburg in the middle of winter. And the water was only, like the coldest it would get to us was maybe 9 or 10 degrees was the coldest that we could find. But for us, that was like, we'd spend most of our time in the pools. And we'd have a swim before work. And like literally, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, jump in the car, drive to work, sit in traffic, And you do that after drop story and the shaking in traffic. And I can remember driving, shaking, and beanies and snot and 14 layers of clothes and thinking, if a cop pulls me over now, I'm going to really struggle to explain to him why I am looking like I'm looking,
So I must admit, I don't enjoy the cold swim before going to work because I just find that you get into the office and, my job is kind of a desk kind of job. And it'll take me so many hours to actually feel normal. Whereas if it's on a weekend, I'll go and have some coffee, but then I'm doing things, walking around.
I work outside, so I teach kids outside in the bush. So I get to work, get changed into my ranger uniform, and then I'm walking around up and down. I would find that easier, but just going into an office, I worked out it wasn't me. No. That's the thing with night swimming though, because you get back at night, you sit on the sofa, and that I have to struggle. I have to move around to keep warm. So if I'm swimming in the evening, because you sit down, you're starting to get ready, have dinner, sit still, but I need to keep going. Otherwise I don't get warm.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
How can you just lie on the couch and put a duvet over you?
Get my dog, hug him, warm me up. Yeah.
Yeah, get your dog, yeah.
Just keep walking around.
Where do you work as a ranger?
I work as an educator, but I wear the interview out in the Waitakere.
Yep.
And then I also...
That's like a dream job, right?
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love my job. And then I've got a couple of part-time jobs. I work for sustainable schools as an educator out in the Waitakere at Long Bay.
Yep.
And at Zero Waste Zone as well. And then I work for Rotorua Island. So I teach on there, which I saw you.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Saw Jim and his family on the ferry. And then I also volunteer on Tilly Tilly. So yeah, I'm always outside. I'm never ever inside. Not an inside person.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Birds and trees all the time.
And through all of this outdoor adventure sort of type occupations, have you ever had to change a puncture?
Yeah. I've had to a few times, and I was like, oh. So yes, I went up. So because I was worried about the bridge traffic today, I got here early, so I sat on the beach just looking out to sea. And then yes, as I went to leave, I realised I had a flat tyre. It's like, Jim. I rang Jim first, not you though, Duncan.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Duncan's just giving me abuse on the phone.
I would have.
I was like, I can't find spare Jim. I can find all the tools. Yeah, so luckily Jim came to my rescue and came and helped.
Oh, it doesn't look good.
We do charge.
No, you don't.
You'll get the bill in the mail. Just ringing you, yeah. Okay.
So, what's kind of next? What else do you want to do with swimming?
I think I want to do the St. Bathans again in 2 years' time.
Yeah.
Alexander the pool swimming side of ice swimming doesn't appeal to me because I'm just on my speed. I'm just not fast enough to do world champs like that. But yeah, I'd like to do St. Bathans again. Either I do the mile again or potentially go longer.
You take my approach to pool swimming is what you do is you work out what nobody else is doing and then go and do 50-meter fly and sit there, yay, I won!
I really struggle with pool swimming. I went this week and it's just so boring. I know we've got to do it for drills and stuff for fitness and technique, but I just get really bored. I do really have to, really, it's not fun.
Are you thinking of doing any longer swims?
I would, so yeah, I'd like to do longer at the champs if I can get faster.
No, I was just thinking in general.
I don't
even
think
summertime. You're not thinking of any.
I don't know because that's a lot of training, isn't it? It's quite a big commitment. The training is a lot of hours.
You're really swimming twice a day.
Oh, it's only like every now and again. That's not like every day. It's only when it's like a beautiful water and I'm like, oh, I can't not swim because I volunteer on Tilly Tilly on Thursday. So when the boat comes in, I'm like, that water looks so good. Yeah. Like, Mark, wait for me. And I'm like, get home, run down the beach. But yeah, so. Yeah, but that's incredible amount of distance. That's the only thing. And I enjoy doing triathlons.
Yeah. So you
yeah, I know a couple, so I'd like to potentially do a bit more of them. So try and do a bit more running. I need to get more comfortable running longer distances. However, your 10K run is like just a 10K rather than, oh my word, that's a 10K run. So I need to sort my mind into that and then I'll give more of those longer triathlons a go.
Oh, that's nice.
Like people's triathlon.
Yeah, I've done those short ones.
Yeah.
Which is fun. I quite like those. Great atmosphere.
Yep.
They're always really good. So I really enjoy those. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a bit more longer ones. I just need to get better at running or more comfortable running.
So your kids interested in triathlons at all or they've got other sports?
My husband's pretty awesome. So he's done a few half Ironmans.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got a bit of a problem with his knee at the moment. So he's not doing much running at the moment, but he does like ultra marathons as well. So I've done a half marathons. But yeah, the kids have done the people's try the kids one. My daughter's done a couple of those.
Yeah.
She enjoys those, but we'll see. I think they all love football, so they play football all the time. That's their thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to enjoy your sport, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows what might happen later on, isn't it? Yeah, but they do running a bit, but not a great deal.
Yeah. Have you, since you started swimming till now, have you noticed any changes? Is it growing? Is it about the same as what it was? Has the sport changed in the last sort of 8 years or so that you've been busy with it? Do you think it's growing?
I think the ice swimming, not the ice or just general events or
general, yeah.
I think it was quiet the past couple of years, isn't it? The swimming events have been quiet.
Yeah, COVID definitely knocked us back.
because during the lockdowns when we went into those pens and stuff, that was a nightmare, wasn't it? That was a big lot for you guys to organise. That was horrendous, but for you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's getting... But they are, like other podcasts talk about financially, it does cost money, and which I understand that it does cost them money for Coast Guards and all that, so I know where the money goes, but it is quite expensive. Especially the Auckland ones, which we do all the time as a group.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's almost like if there was an incentive to go and do a new swim somewhere outside of Auckland.
I don't know, we do it because we want to, I've entered a few because I want to support Dan. Yeah. So we do them. They are good fun, and everyone's there, isn't it? It's a great time to catch up with people.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's for the coffee.
Well, I must say,
great events.
those events, I really enjoy the social side of it. I don't enjoy that many people in the water around me. Yeah, again, my grumpiness, my grouchiness comes out.
I just hang at I don't like swimming with people, so I just hang at the back or to the side. Even for like the people's triathlon, there's no etiquette with triathlon swimming, not like ocean swimming. It's horrendous, really bad. Yeah. So I just keep out the way. And a lot of the triathlon swimmers are pool swimmers, so they can't sight. Yes. And they like go in front of you and you're like, oh my word, this wouldn't happen in an ocean swim. So it's really bad. So I don't enjoy the swimming side for triathlons. I just go miles round and I do it because I enjoy it, not just I'm not gonna get a time or anything like that. I just do it to complete.
Well, that's me. I'm a participant.
Yeah, and it's quite I just think, grief, I'd have never thought of doing this 10 years ago. This is insane. Yeah, this is what I go and watch my husband do, and now I'm doing it, which is quite weird. It's quite crazy.
He's supporting you.
Yes, which is funny. He's like the transition going, hurry up, you step. I'm like, oh, okay. Because it's hard because the swimming events, they all come and watch me, but you can't see anyone, so they can't see you. Yeah. Whereas a triathlon's a lot better.
Yes.
They can see you a bit more, which is nice.
Hi, listeners. Jim here. You probably know that Duncan and I have a little business called Swimscape. Swimscape supports swimmers doing marathon swims, but we also support groups doing relays. The little group that we're with did a relay swim the length of Taupo a couple of years ago, and we had such a good day, and it was a real fun experience. So if you and your friends want to do a relay swim of any description and need some support, please drop us a line at info@swimscape.co.nz and we can talk about it. Come on, you know it's going to be fun.
I know you'd have to come watch. It's fine.
I see Dan's bringing back the swim run scenario.
Yes, yeah, that looks good.
Which looks awesome. I mean, you would love to do something like that, right?
Yeah, that'd be good.
That's a real adventure because you're swimming from sort of island to island and running and swimming with your shoes that you have to, you've got to swim, or you've got to do the whole thing with whatever you start with.
So husband's got shoes. He's the aqua ones he's been doing anyway when I do the swim events, and he swims in his shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's quite used to doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, which he does, which is all squelchies. He's got shoes he runs in.
We were chatting to somebody the other day that was, because obviously the shoes create a lot of drag. So they just take the extra minute or two, take the shoes off, tie it to the back of the tow float or something, I can't remember what it was, and paddles, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
And they reckon that they like make, because everybody's really struggling on the swim with all this shoes and
weight.
And they make up,
But it's just practice, isn't it? Getting in the water, practicing with the shoes to you get backache or different stroke.
Jim and I did a bit of a strength session we were experimenting with a couple of months ago. We just sort of went out and did a lap of, swimming in a pair of long trousers, for example, just for drag and strength. And then swimming with some paddles and then swimming, just trying to break it up a little bit. Yeah. We should put shoes on the list.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. You can wear Alison's high heels. If you want to.
Do that. That'd be funny.
You don't know my wife that much. I think your high heels are not that high.
So you'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine on that. Yeah, I think some different things, yeah. Because I've seen people, one guy I saw, he almost had like shoes that were almost flippers, and they were kind of, he could run adequately in them, but then they kind of worked better in the water, in
like duck feet.
Yeah, like duck feet kind of things. They look very strange, I have to say.
Yeah.
you maybe run in like a pair of sandals or something, right? So at least protect your feet on the run, and then just tuck them in your togs or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Give it a try, Lara.
I can't run. Okay, so like when you don't swim, for example, or let's say you've got flu or whatever the case might be, how do you deal with that?
Just a pain for my family. Yes, I had a bit of a cold a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, it's quite hard not going swimming all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, I just try. I'm lucky I'm 10 minutes from the beach anyway, so I can take the dog for a walk and just get in the water that way.
Okay.
Or just see the water.
Okay.
But yeah, I do. It is good for mental health for sure. Like I feel the buzz from it. I feel a lot more happier after a swim, especially a morning swim.
Yeah.
I go to work and it makes such a big difference.
What type of dog have you got?
It's a Yorkshire Terrier Bichon, beautiful little fur baby.
Boy or girl?
Little boy, Chewbacca.
And does he swim with you?
He does get on the kayak. So when I swim and my husband comes on the kayak, he will go on the kayak. He's got a little life jacket.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so he does like the kayaking. He's not really into a swimmer.
Chewbacca.
Many years ago when I started, there was a Labrador that would actually do some of the ocean swim events. And used to swim with the owner. So my very first swim, my goal in life was to beat Rosie the dog.
Is it?
I didn't care about anything else, and I scraped in ahead of Rosie. Yeah.
I reckon it would be pretty handy having Chewbacca with you if an orca appeared.
Yeah, I think you'd be
You just like throw the dog there.
No.
Well, it's just the dog going, bite the orca and chase it
we
off.
don't. You just sit there and watch. He's pretty chilled. I don't let him chase anything. I don't let him chase birds or obviously getting into conservation. I don't encourage anything like that. So I don't think he would. I think he's just happy. He just sits there and chills out on the kayak.
So have you swum at all the islands that you go? Have you swum?
We've swum around Tilly. Yeah, Roger organised that a few years ago.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome.
How far was that?
With Paulette. I think it's like 7.5.
Yeah.
Got a couple will be on the kayak on the IFB. One of the rangers there, she came on the kayak as well and kayak around with Paulette.
Yes.
Yep. So that was awesome. That was really fun. It was lovely seeing the island from a different angle.
Yeah.
And we could hear all the birds all the time, which is pretty awesome. But and a lot of my
and
friends.
Rotorua,
We've done that twice. So I ran there a couple of times with the kippers and with SETI. Which is a nice swim.
Oh, it's a nice swim. Yeah.
That's the good. Yeah, after you've swum around it, you have to knew that on the
About
island.
6 k's there.
Yeah, so it's smaller.
Yeah.
But the my favourite one, they are nice on the islands, but I just it does get upsetting when you don't see much marine life because of the overfishing, which is pretty, and all the kin are there. So what I do, we went to the Dusky Sound. That was a Roger holiday, in February this year. So that was pretty amazing. Roger organised a holiday for us to go down. We went down to Queenstown for a couple of days, and then we went to is it not? I can't remember the name now. Tiano. We got there. We got a helicopter onto the boat. And we swam the boat, I think it was for 4 or 5 nights. I can't remember now, 4 nights. Yep. And we just swam every day. So I could do like a 3 or 4 K swim in the morning, a couple of K in the afternoon, or go for a walk, or go on the kayaks. It's awesome. All on the boat with no phone reception, just wildlife.
What about Goat Island? Have you swum Goat Island?
I've swum there. I haven't swum around. Every time I book in to do that, it gets cancelled because of weather, or I need to do that actually. I haven't done that one.
Yeah, because we sometimes just go up and just do it ourselves. Just do it ourselves.
Roger does, but it's normally in the week, and then in the summertime my work gets busier because of the work. Yeah.
Do you work weekends during the summer?
No, but Roger don't normally go in the days a week. So I need to, do come up.
We'll have to let you know if we.
Yeah.
Well, when we next go, because we go up at least
beautiful
once a
fish
year.
there.
Yep.
Yes, you do see a lot of marine life. It's very cool.
Couple of caves that you can swim into the caves and have a panic attack in a cave.
Janine always goes into caves. It's a shocker. We go swimming. I'm like, where's she gone now? And she's gone into a cave. I'm like, I'm not going in there because I do get frightened of seaweed because you don't know what's in there. Like Dusky was different because it's clear water, but here in Auckland it's not that clear. You just see this seaweed and don't know what's in there. So I go, when we go out to the sticks, if it's a low tide, I go miles around and bye Stacey. And I'm like going, but Janine will go over it, she gets lost. She's a nightmare.
Goat Island's pretty clear.
So that would be fine. I don't mind that because I can see.
Well, it's often clear. Sometimes you get a little bit of salt in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's fine. As long as I can see what's around.
Yeah.
It's just all when it's murky, this seaweed.
No, it's usually pretty clear up there. Yeah.
That's very cool. There's so many awesome swims that we've got to go and do, right?
Yeah.
So, talking all about that, do you have a swim that you reckon was just your best ever?
As in,
Or of anything, whether it's a smile or it's scenery or whatever. Yeah.
I think Dusky for sure.
Yeah.
Just because of the birds and the trees, like there's such old trees, and there's this amazing island called Anchor Island. It's got lots of conservation history with Richard Henry, and so that was like amazing for me just to get there, and because you know that not many people go there. It's not been touched by any humans. It's just left as is, and the birds, and I loved that, and just the fish there as well were amazing. Yeah. That was pretty awesome. Penguins, dolphins, seals. There's seals everywhere.
What kind of temperature was the water that you were swimming in?
It was about 16, 17. So it wasn't it wasn't cold.
Wasn't too cold.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds very, very cool.
It was awesome. And the company was great. Like, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Was it Dusky Sound earlier in the year that there was a conservation camera in the water?
That found the shark?
Yes.
Luckily, that story came out when we were back, like a week later. We were like,
Tell us about that.
That was on the Pure Salt boat as well. So we do the trek through Fit and Able.
Yeah.
Through Dan,
yeah.
With Penelope and Chloe, who are absolutely amazing. Health and safety.
Yes.
Everything was just amazing.
Superstars, yeah.
Oh, the amazing women. But yeah.
And Dan's amazing.
Dan wasn't there. He was on that trip. Yeah, so I haven't met him. But I know they do a great job. Yes. It was brilliant. Such a good holiday. I'll definitely do that again. But yeah, then we got back, and I think it was a week later that came out, the shark.
Yes.
But of course there's going to be sharks because the ecosystem is fish there.
Sure.
So obviously there is going to be.
But it was just such a classic little video clip, hey?
I know, that's, yeah.
Did you see the video, Jim?
No,
don't. Yeah.
So literally there was like an underwater camera, and the water was pretty damn clear.
Yeah.
And there's just this massive big great white that cruises up and almost like noses the camera and then just swims off, you know?
Because
I don't worry too much. I think that you only really get sharks if the water's salty. So I think that there's sharks all around us all the time, and we are just blissfully unaware of them.
So what makes Dusky amazing is because it's all fresh water, it's like a tan colour at the top.
Oh, yeah.
So when you get nearer to sea, the water gets clearer. So there you can't see anything either. So it gets colder by the waterfalls. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But you can't see much in like all the fjords until you start swimming out. Until the boat like goes nearer the sea, then the water's clear and you can start to see the fish. And obviously there's more life and more seaweed.
That reminds me of a swim. I did a swim in Stellenbosch in a dam or a lake or something like that. And Stellenbosch is obviously a wine region in South Africa. And when you stand on the side and then look at this water, it's red. From all of the, I don't know what you call it, from all of the vineyards, like alongside the water, there's like runoff or something. But literally, that meter that you're talking about in this dam was red. And that was a different swim. Because, you're looking at everybody, almost through rose-colored glasses.
Yeah.
That's a swim that stuck with me. But because it was in a lake, I wasn't too nervous about any dodgy stuff, which was pretty cool.
That is the nice thing about lakes. I mean, nothing's going to eat you. You never will, but otherwise,
well,
nothing will.
Yeah.
Don't change that for me now.
Loch Ness monster.
Yeah. You don't want to go and swim in Lake Kariba then.
No, is that in South Africa?
Zimbabwe.
Yes. So
it's full of tiger fish.
Oh, yes, I know. But in New Zealand, there's nothing.
Yeah, well, nothing's going to hurt you in New Zealand, right? I swam in Lake Malawi once, and the 500 meters sort of closest to shore is considered dangerous because of the hippos and crocodiles. So depends on which lake we're talking about, right? I'm sure there would be some.
Yes,
right?
Oh, what's in there?
But New Zealand's pretty chill there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's on the bucket list?
Yes, I think just try and go longer for ice swimming.
An extreme ice swim, yeah. So we're talking up 2Ks as a goal.
Yeah, probably, and then to improve my running for triathlons.
Okay, well, we're not interested in your running.
No, otherwise I think it'd be the 2K.
That'd be such a cool thing to do.
But I think there'd be more of us doing it next time, though, isn't there? I think there'd be quite a few of us wanting to do that now.
Yeah. Because we've got so many people with a mile under their belt, and then it's kind of the what next.
Yeah, I still think it'd be good.
Yeah, so I think we got to cater for quite a few miles. Just the miles are, obviously that's the goal. And definitely, what did we have this year? 3 extremes? Was it 3?
No, it was more than that. We had 6.
6 extremes?
I think so, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so probably that again, or another 2 or so on top of that. So, because that's when the safety becomes even trickier, right? The further and the longer you're in the water, the more rigorous the safety. Yeah,
it does get a bit stressful. I was, that swim with Brent. I was shattered afterwards. I really was shattered because I was trying to work out, do I let him stay in and finish it, which he did, or should I pull him out, which I should have. It was challenging. Yeah.
Emotionally, it's quite tiring the whole weekend.
Yes.
Because you're cheering everyone on and mentally you're exhausted.
I agree with you. In fact, just the swim itself was more mental than physical for me. And of course, I don't,
Well, you're lucky you don't think about it. Mine was late in the day, so I had a whole day to think about it. And I can't turn my brain off. Yeah.
I was worried about the bit where you come into the land off the quay. I didn't want to get out. And I thought, because I'm near, I didn't want in my head to walk out. So I was sitting at the other end, the other boy turn around. So trying to manifest just getting around there and then getting back in. So I was just trying to all that. Yeah.
Cool.
I know you're conscious of time, but maybe just for for I guess women in general, Stacey, and maybe people that are recovering from cancer or going through some tough times, like any advice, any sort of words of wisdom?
I think, getting told you have cancer it's not fun, definitely, and it's quite scary. But once I got told, the system was amazing, amazing support. I had really good counselling, which really helped. That made a massive difference as well. But getting into sport and then having goals to achieve and just appreciating actually how strong your body is and what you are capable of. And definitely swimming. I think I got into cold water because I know it helps your mental health as well. Yeah. So I used to listen to podcasts and things of bowel cancer, you get upset and cry. But now I can listen to podcasts and be a lot more grateful because I think actually I've survived, this is good, I'm winning. Yeah, I'm lucky. But I think that's definitely the swimming's helped me. And the sunrises, the sunsets helped me to definitely see.
Yeah.
Life
quality of life, right?
Yes, I'm not a negative person.
Are different, yeah?
Yes, I'm not a negative person anyway.
You're not like Jim.
But I think just to be just be grateful. Yeah, I'm very lucky. It's awesome, and it just makes you feel happy and healthy.
Yeah. Nice,
that's cool. Oh, it's been such a nice chat. Thank you so much for coming over and surviving a punctured wheel.
Thank you for your help, Jim. So helpful.
Really appreciated you coming and having this yarn with us. Yeah.
God, thank you.
So we've got a couple of dates. We've got a go to island swim that we'll plan, and we've got a night swim that we'll plan.
And for the Uncle's Bay one, they ever come up for that?
Yeah.
Not as choppy weather.
Yeah. And we'll be more than likely we'll be on the boat looking after you on your experience swim attempt in 18 months' time.
Yeah.
We've got the 29th of November. Your swim. I'm coming up for that. Well,
Thank you.
Not far, but I've booked in for that.
Cool.
So that'd be fun.
Nice. Yeah. Cool. So that swim, just for reference to the listeners, is 12 by 1 mile on every hour at Waiheke Beach Tour Bay for men's mental health.
Yeah.
Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you.
Great.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks, everyone.
Hi, my name is Caitlin O'Reilly. I'm the youngest person to have completed the Ocean 7 Challenge. If this really cool podcast has helped you learn something new, maybe it's introduced you to new swimmers, made you smile, then please take the opportunity to subscribe to Duncan and Jim's channel. I'm sure they would absolutely appreciate all your support. Cheers.
Thanks, Caitlin. Well, as always, you can give us feedback on our Instagram account @cleverdix or send us an email cleverdixnz@gmail.com. We'd really appreciate hearing from you. And cheers. We'll speak to you again soon.